Now, meanwhile, another one of the stories out there, and I think this one is particularly startling, is that Mike Pence and Mike Pompeo, the two Mikes, are members of a doomsday cult. I mean, literally, there's no other way to say it than that. They believe that God is going to destroy most humans on the earth, that 144,000 Jews will survive in Israel. They will then convert to Christianity, and then Jesus will return. And, you know, a third of the earth will be destroyed by fire, and a third by, you know, blah-de-blah-de-blah. And what this philosophy essentially says to people, this doomsday apocalyptic cult philosophy that Mike Pence and Mike Pompeo have both on the record spoken out numerous times in support of. What this says is that global warming doesn't matter. The world's going to end anyway, and Jesus is going to make it all new. By the way, that's a quote from James Watt, not specific to global warming, but James Watt was Reagan's Secretary of the Interior. And when he was confronted with a reporter about why are you selling off federal lands for pennies on the dollar for oil exploration and uranium exploration when it's ruining these public parks, and James Watt said, well, Jesus is going to come again and make all things new, so it won't matter. So, I mean, this has been part of this apocalyptic thinking has been used by the Republican Party literally since the 1980s. To say it doesn't matter what we do. You don't need the EPA to protect the environment. It's all going to get cleaned away by the end of the world. You don't need the Interior Department to protect the parks. You know, let the rich people loot them for all they can. Steal all the property they want. Because it's all going to be rebooted. It's all going to be made new again when Jesus returns. This philosophy or this theology, this religion, this idea, this apocalyptic idea that the world is going to end and it's a good thing, has justified playing chicken with nuclear war, playing chicken with the global warming. You know, I mean, just this whole spectrum of things, of areas where the Republican Party has said, yeah, we don't have any responsibility for this. Or if we do, we don't care because the world is going to start over again. This is dangerous stuff. I mean, Mike Pence and Mike Pompeo, they don't just give lip service to this stuff. Most Republican politicians just give lip service to it because they want to get the evangelical vote. Pompeo and Pence go out of their way to talk about the rapture, to talk about the end of days, to talk about, you know, Jesus is real. I mean, Mike Pompeo gave a speech the other day where he said, you know, any day now, the end of the world is coming. Well, what does that mean? What does that look like? Does that look like war with Iran, China, Russia? I mean, how much nuclear war do you want, right? So some really, frankly, startling issues. And, you know, William Barr, he's going to bluff his way through this the same way that Kavanaugh did, in my humble opinion. You know, he's a very smart man, and he's not going to say anything stupid. And the Republicans are going to cut him all the slack they can.